Hey dealers, James here with Second Amendment Wholesale, and I am at the Shooting Sports Showcase, kind of a mouthful, and I'm trying not to screw up that term, but it's super cool down here in Talladega, Alabama. I am here with Chris from SCCY Firearms. Firearms, right?
Firearms.
Industry, you know, firearms. Let's go SCCY Firearms Industries.
If you want to get technical, business name is Industries, but the brand is Firearms.
Firearms! And they make some beautiful handguns that we have over here on the table. And tell us a little bit about SCCY Firearms, how long you've been around, where you're at these days, and then we'll get into kind of your products here. So
SCCY started we started shipping guns in 2003.
Okay.
The project started designing guns late 90s, 98-ish, but guns started shipping 2003. We are headquartered, based, manufacturing everything in Daytona Beach, Florida. We machine everything in-house. We assemble everything. Everything's made in the U.S., right down in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Beautiful. Okay, so you've been around since 2003. What makes you different than other what makes you different in the industry with other firearms, especially with your handguns? What can you brag about a little bit?
Well, I think the thing that kind of our differentiator, if you will, is the quality for the price.
Okay.
What I tend to tell people is we're a great value. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. And we deliver exceptional value because we're a great price point gun, but all of the materials, our process, machining, manufacturing, everything is top notch. Now, we manufacture our own tooling, fixture holding. A lot of the process we manage internally and design and manufacture in-house, and that controls our costs. So we pass those savings on, where tooling and manufacture fixture holding is one of the most expensive parts of manufacturing. Because we do it in-house, we don't outsource it and therefore don't pay the exorbitant amount and then pass that on to the customer in a higher price tag.
I like that.
So all of our materials are premium materials. Our slides and barrels are hardened stainless steel. Our receivers are 70, 75 T6 aluminum, which is what the majority of your ARs are made out of. So it's premium components, and because we do it in-house and manage all of that internally, we can do that affordably and then pass that on to the customer at an affordable price.
That's huge, and I think that's what dealers need to know, is that you're passing on the savings and they're getting the value for it. That's really good.
Right, so if you compared the components in our pistols to what everybody else is selling on the market, we could easily charge $500 for what we put into the gun.
Okay.
But our owner often says that his passion and his mission is to make the Second Amendment and self-defense affordable for everyone.
We like that.
Yeah.
We really like that.
Yeah, he's passionate about that, so we're able to do that at an affordable price and deliver that value.
Awesome. Well, let's get into it then.
Yeah,
Show us this value in these handguns, please. Wherever you want to start, we're anxious to hear.
Okay, so just quickly for those dealers out there that are familiar with SCCY and just kind of joining Second Amendment Wholesale, if you are familiar with SCCY, you may have seen our CPX line here. This is one of our Generation 2 pistols. Most notably, we kind of have a unique slide profile.
Right.
And then just kind of the grip shape is, doesn't fit everyone's hands. So we've made some changes and upgrades from this Gen 2 onto our Gen 3. And this is our Gen 3 CPX-1. Difference between CPX-1 and CPX-2 is your external safety.
Right.
So
okay.
the one has the safety, the 2 does not. That's the only difference. Everything else is the same. But as you can see, side by side, we've changed the slide profile, gone to that more traditional flat top slide. With the Gen 3, we introduced the red dot ready cut.
Okay.
It is a shield footprint, so it's a standard cut.
Right.
We added our Roebuck quad lock barrel locking system that we introduced.
That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
Can you say it again, though?
So Roebuck quad lock. So our owner and designer is Joe Roebuck. He's the one that patented this barrel locking system. He introduced it with our 380 line, but then we really pushed it in our striker fired line, and now we've added it to the CPX 1s and 2s. So it's a 4 points of contact barrel lockup system, where the barrel kind of sits in sort of a V block in the front of the slide, where instead of having a round opening, the opening's more kind of oval. So we're showing it's a empty and safe weapon. And then
yeah, there we go.
Right there in the front, you can see the the bottom of the barrel rests in the slide. Like it's touching the slide. It's not floating in the slide.
That's interesting.
So it's actually touching at 2 points of contact there. It also locks up with the takedown pin and then locks up in the rear on the barrel hood. So the barrel is locked into the slide and there's 4 points of contact holding the barrel steady. Now what that does is it creates tighter groups and closer follow-up shots, whereas some other manufacturers where the barrel locks up in the rear but not in the front of the barrel has a tendency to float and it whips like on recoil.
Interesting. Well, and who was this? The Roebuck?
So Joe Roebuck is our owner,
okay,
and CEO.
All right.
He designed and patented this barrel locking system.
That's interesting.
So again, part of the total package of the value, when I say price is what you pay, value is what you get.
Nice. I like that.
The final change on the CPX1 Gen 3 is the safety.
Okay.
We reduced the size of the safety, and then our previous generation had a guard so you wouldn't inadvertently hit the safety. We've removed that guard that kind of messed with some people's, like somebody who had a higher grip, it would dig into your thumb. So we've kind of reduced that safety footprint. But then that's really, last thing, G43 sight cuts. So more of we switched from a proprietary sight cut to a more common sight cut for aftermarket sights.
And these are not striker fired. This is the Gen 3.
Correct.
Yeah,
the CPX 1 and 2, Gen 3, they are double action only hammer fired.
So tell us about some other products here then.
So this is, right here I've got our DVG1. DVG stands for David versus Goliath. And our owner came up with that because he felt like, hey, Sky's a small company, and we're stepping into the arena with the big guys on the striker-fired gun. Now, up until this gun came out, we only made the double-action only hammer-fired gun, so we kind of coined the phrase enter the challenger, because we're delivering a good quality striker-fired gun at a very affordable price.
Nice.
So he came up with David versus Goliath.
DVG1, I like it.
DVG1.
Okay.
It is a striker-fired gun, so you will have a lighter, shorter trigger pull.
Okay.
Our hammer-fired guns, you're looking at about 9 pounds on that trigger pull. Striker-fired gun, you're looking at about 5.5 pounds.
Interesting. I want to try that. I look forward to trying that and seeing that. Okay.
So for experienced shooters, the DVG is going to be more consistent with what you're used to shooting.
Right.
For revolver shooters or first-time gun owners, we kind of steer them more towards the CPX, because with a double-action only hammer-fired trigger, if you stick it in a purse, a backpack, a glove box, you're never going to inadvertently pull that trigger. You reach in and grab it, your finger gets on the trigger, you got to overcome 9 pounds before it goes off. Striker-fired is something your more experienced shooter is going to lean towards. So we went to a flat face trigger on the striker-fired gun, just kind of mix it up a little bit. Some people like that. We added forward cocking serrations on the slide, because typically your more experienced shooters, they're going to press check from the front of the slide. So we added the cocking serrations there. We also introduced the red dot ready cut when we did it on the Gen 3. Same shield footprint, same G43 sight cut.
Okay.
Other than that, we're still shooting the polymer frame.
Lots of colors?
Lots
I'm seeing
of colors.
all kinds of...
We have a total of 10 different colors
10
right
colors,
now.
10 colors, all right.
So pick your poison. We've probably got your favorite color. And then one notable thing that most people aren't aware of, that dealers might be interested in, is because we're a receiver design, you can take out 2 pins, take out the entire fire control unit, change out the grip color. Super simple, very easy, no FFL needed. We sell the grips on our website for $39, and you just pop out 2 pins, and it's a quick change.
All right. Well, you know what time it is. I gotta shoot.
You gotta
things.
shoot, man.
All right. So I'd like to start with the. You know what? I'm gonna start right off with the CPX. I want to do that.
I would recommend that. You will really appreciate the feel of the lighter trigger if you go heavy first.
So I'll go with the. I'm more used to no safety, so I'll go with the CPX2 here then.
CPX2 is definitely more popular.
Okay.
It sells probably 2 to 1 more than the CPX1.
I can see that. Not bad. Not bad. Once you feel it go, it goes. Yeah. Let me try this one here. All right. All right, now I'll move a little bit quicker here with it and see how she feels when I start going real fast here. All right, I like it. I am a striker fire guy myself, and that didn't feel that bad. And I could see how new shooters, this would be really nice for them. Yeah, that was nice.
For those people who want to check a box and say, I got a gun, I'm not super experienced, I want something just to kind of, for that added peace of mind.
Right.
It's a great pistol for someone who is
completely agree. And then with the CPX-1 and the safety, that's a good idea. Yeah. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just makes complete sense.
Yep.
All right, so David versus Goliath here.
Go with the pretty
blue.
Sky blue.
All right, pretty sky blue here. All right. Doesn't fit mine, but it's okay. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. All right, pretty sky blue. Feels light.
And you're out.
Beautiful. That feels right. Yeah, that feels good. Not my finger grooves, but okay. All right. So somebody else probably.
I will say in the near future, you will see those finger grooves disappear.
Yep.
You will see some Picatinny rail get added to
DVG.
DVG.
There we go. Okay, so yeah, the 9-pound trigger. It wasn't bad. You said what? A lot of people are like, oh no.
Yeah, no, people have a tendency to cringe when they hear 9 pounds because that just sounds so insanely heavy.
Not bad.
And 9 pounds is heavy if you think about it like, oh, I got a 3.5-pound trigger on my, tuned up Glock or whatever. But when you feel the 9 pounds, it's a consistent, steady pull.
I agree.
And it's not that bad.
I actually agree. So, military background, M9, Beretta, that first pull, not even close to that.
Right.
Not even close to that. That felt good.
And, a lot of people, for those double action, single action guys,
right?
That first trigger pull is almost like, well, I don't know where it's going to go, but I just need to get to that single action. I just need to pop off that double action.
I used to be
round.
like that.
Yeah,
that was horrible. Right.
It happens.
But that felt good all the way through. I think I hit every target. It was dead on.
Did.
So
no,
yeah,
it's a consistent,
steady
trigger pull. It's a consistent 9 pounds.
Yeah,
and it's manageable.
Yeah, I completely agree. I even as a striker fire guy, I was like, but I liked it. It. And hey, Chris, we're excited to have Sky Firearms around. We really are at Second Amendment Wholesale.
Yep.
Glad to have you around. We're getting ready to have a whole bunch of your product, lots of SKUs, and we're excited about the Gen 3. I'm sure you're excited about the Gen 3 too.
We are very excited about the Gen 3. And one thing that I want to inform your dealers, Sky does have a lifetime warranty.
Good.
So if there are any problems, does not matter. Your customers call us. We fix everything. We take care. We stand behind our product.
And that's an easy website too that they can go to. Yeah.
Yep. You can call us. A person will answer the phone, or you can go to our website, sky.com, and handle everything from there.
Awesome. And then anything on the map stuff that you want? We were talking map earlier.
That's right. That's a great point. So one thing we want to do is set our distributors and our dealers up to make money. I mean, we're all in the business to make money, and we like to spread it around. We don't want just to hoard all the money. Our owner, often, he's coined the term presence of talent and technology with the absence of greed. That's something he says often.
Deep.
And yep.
Man, so is that in meetings when he comes out and does that, or does he wear a T-shirt?
Said that before. It's on our website. Like he said it so often, I put it on our website because he lives it, he breathes it. I, as the marketing guy, encourage him to increase the prices because everyone assumes you get what you pay for, and if it costs more, it must be better.
Oh, okay.
And we often
fight
that battle. Because there's a difference between value and perceived value.
Okay.
So I push to increase prices, but he's like, nope, stop. we're gonna deliver good value. All right, fair. So dealers, you can make up to 20 points between MAP and MSRP. Knowing that, you can make up to ballpark 20 points and still deliver good value to your customers.
That's huge. And thanks for telling our dealers that. That's why we want them to know things like that.
Absolutely.
Especially the information about your owner. That's really cool.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's very approachable.
Cool.
And he cares about our customers and the Sky brand.
Awesome. Well, hey, Chris, thanks for showing us all this Sky stuff, and a great company here that we're excited to have on board. We'll see you around, dealers.